recorded this. Let's bring this back.
That's funny.
King, you're so crazy. All right, here we go. All right, go live. We gonna try this again, ladies and gentlemen. Got it. You don't click leave the meeting, CL. Hey, everybody, it is your man, CL King. Take two.
Woo!
On Impacting Life 24/7. And I am sitting high atop the Ruth E. Plowden Legacy Chair here in the high definition studios of Impact Field. And as I was trying to say the first time before I took myself out of the room was that most times when I'm introducing a guest, I have a big 75-inch screen here and I could see all their notes about them. My team sets all that up for me. And I just make it seem like I'm introducing them, reading it. But tonight I have absolutely no notes in front of me, y'all, because this person that I'm introducing, I know their heart. It's something to know about somebody's head and their intellect. It's another thing to know their heart. And Tara Eusebi from California has been on this show multiple times, and she has created a tremendous worldwide app called Bless. That's right. She is known as the chief architect of Bless and the chief blesser. Here's what it is. She gathers people together from coast to coast and around the world who have a need or want to meet a need. How simple is that? You join the community of blessers in your community or in other places throughout the globe, and you can minister to needs that you see, or you can articulate a need that you have. You know, Tara and I was talking, we said, you know, if you do anything longer than a minute in society now, you're cut off because it's got to be TikTok short. But here's what I want you to understand. The blessings of the Lord are longer than a TikTok post, ladies and gentlemen. And I brought this lady on. I said, listen, we got to start this year out right. She helps people get the perspective that it's not just all about me, but it is about others. And Bless is enacting people. It's gathering an army from all the four corners of the globe that says, hey, listen, we're not just going to sit around and rest on our own laurels, but we're going to find that human nature that's within us, that God put in us, that says we're going to bless somebody else. Now, I know all of y'all are wondering, how do we become a part of this blessed community? Well, that's why I brought Tara here. Because she's the expert, she's the architect, she's the engineer. She's going to give us the topography. She's going to give us the landscape. She's going to give us the architecture. But at the end of the day, you cannot blame us for not giving you the details. The next step will be for you to get involved and become a Bless ambassador. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, from all around the world, my friend, the chief blesser, Tara Eusebi. Welcome, Tara.
Thank you, CL. Wow, what an introduction. Thank you, my friend. That was so good. You stirred me way up.
Woo! Yes, felt the Holy Ghost on that one.
Yes,
so anyway, we got to get right to it, Tara, because as we said, time flies when you're with two. She's a preacher herself, so you know we're going to be taking up some airtime, so I'm going to give it all to her. Tara, tell people real quick how they can find you and your Bless apparatus. How can they find you?
Yes, go to our website, bless-app.com. From there, you can get the app. You will find me on Bless. It is my favorite app on my iPhone. I am grateful for it. And you can also find us on all social media at Bless Mobile App on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. We are everywhere. But primarily, if you want to get quick in touch with me, just go straight to Bless and you'll find me there for sure.
Yes, and I'm thankful that you allowed the distance between us to not be a prohibitor of our interview, because I know you're 3 hours behind over there on the West Coast. But I love what you're doing, and I love the mission that you have. I loved it from day one. I think I saw you on a video somewhere, and when I saw that video, I said, man, we gotta have this lady on the show. And you really have just been on multiple platforms and in podcasts and interviews. But I know all of that aside, that's really, you know, you're not looking for fame and fortune. You're looking to make God famous. I know that. And you're also looking to bring humanity together around a central purpose of Bless. So tell us a little bit about yourself, because, you know, people this is a new season and we haven't had you on in a while, which is my fault. I think I got to do better and just say, Tara, just schedule yourself every quarter. Okay. Take me out of it. So that way I can have you on the schedule all the time. But tell us a little bit about yourself and how this all came to be.
Sure. Yeah, I love telling this story. So I was actually working in corporate and just felt like so unfulfilled. I was making more money than I had ever made and thought, gosh, like, why is this not clicking? At this point, I should be feeling, like I'm finally getting somewhere with my life. But oh, I think a lot of people can relate to that. And so there was one day when I was asked a question that literally changed the course of my life. And it was, what is your passion? What is it that you ultimately want to do? And it was funny because it wasn't something that I thought about like actively, but when the question was asked, immediately I said, if I could do anything, I would just go bless people. And I started rattling off the list of names of people that I would go help if I didn't have to go to work. And then I went off to work that day, but it would be just a short time later that I would really sense this seed growing on the inside of me and realize that I needed to leave corporate in order to fulfill the assignment on my life of creating Bless, so that all of humanity, because even though I'm a believer in Jesus, the Lord Jesus Christ was so adamant about his instructions with Bless, saying, this is to be for all humanity. It is not to be faith-based. It is not to be religious. Everyone should know they can get on Bless, that this is a platform for people to come and share their needs and offer help to each other in their local communities and even throughout the world. And so I began that when I left my job in 2018. We launched the app in 2019, and we are continuing our mission to unite humanity, to change lives, to impact generations, all the things that need to be done to really, through that, ultimately, as a believer, for me and other believers that do get on Bless, share the love of God in a way that speaks so much louder than any preaching message. And so it's an exciting adventure when you serve God.
I love what you said. And it's funny because you're kind of like speaking to my mission. You don't even realize it, but you are, because I told you what we do in the jails. And we don't go there as a quote unquote ministry, but we go there with a purpose. And many places that the church can't get into, I can get into, because sometimes people put up a wall when they hear faith-based, right? They're like, right, oh, it's just a church thing. But when you say, hey man, I'm here to help humanity, my goodness, how it disarms folks, you know what I'm saying? And I really, really love that. I think me and you got connected around 2020, right? During the pandemic, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and I imagine Bless was important during that time because people were going through so many different iterations of trauma and calamity in their life, huh?
Definitely. And it's becoming increasingly important because even though we're through that tough kind of spot in our world, there's still the after effects, right? I mean, our world has changed forever, but one thing that has never changed is who we are as human beings, and that our real superpower comes in stepping out of ourselves to help other people. When you do that, you find that the needs that you have are met. You're a blessing to someone else. You changed their life, and it's the ultimate bad day cure. Really, I believe that firmly.
I believe it too. And you can go to bless-app.com. I have that right up here on my big 75-inch screen. Bless ambassadors are part of what you're doing. Tell us about those and what that was the next phase in growing Bless. You got Bless ambassadors. Tell us about them and where they are in the world.
Gosh, we've got them all over. So Bless ambassadors are individuals that are like me. They love community. They want to help other people. And they just so happen to like Bless, love Bless, want to be a part of it, use the app, share the app, and help propel the mission forward. And so anybody that wants to help in their community and wants to be a part of Bless can apply to be a Bless ambassador. It's a volunteer position, but it's really designed to help propel the mission forward in your local community so that you can share Bless, but actively use the app as well where you're located to help us grow this amazing what is this? A revolution? I
Yeah,
like to
man.
call it a revolution, right?
I would say that. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. And here's the reality. She said something pretty profound, y'all. She said it was the ultimate bad day cure. I've done this multiple times, and I should do it more. Uh, where I just go into the line at Walmart, and the Lord will tug on my heart. And I don't go into Walmart anymore, by the way. I have to, so I need to start going back in there if I'm gonna do this. I do the car pickup thing. But anyway, when I was going into Walmart and God would pull on my heart, I would just say, you know what? I don't care how much groceries are in the person's cart behind me. I'm going to take care of them. And I may have been having an awful day, right? I may have just given the worst speech of my life. Nobody clapped. I mean, they gave me a chicken dinner for a check. It was just a tough day, right, Sarah and Tara? And one of the things that I feel like after I have transferred that blessing onto someone else, their joy somehow transfers back to me.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. I mean, that's what I say. So if you wake up in the morning, there are days I wake up and I do not feel like the chief blesser of bless. I know it. But
Yeah.
what I'll do is I'll just make a decision like, whose life can I touch? And there are so many ways that you can do this through the app. That's the beauty of Bless, because you don't have to necessarily go to Walmart. There's lives waiting to be touched through the app. But in addition to that, it gives you the ability to share or to offer help the way you want to offer help. I mean, we've all got closets full of things that we don't need that have served us well. And so when you go through your closet and you've got those clothes that you want to give away, instead of really seeking to just get rid of, we're really like that here, especially in America, where you just got to purge and get rid of. And there's a time and a place for that. There's nothing wrong with it. But keep in mind that there are items that you have that could change someone's life.
Right.
If you see them that way. And so taking a little bit more time to actually share it through Bless and see if someone in your local community could use what you no longer need, that is an open door to meet a tangible need, to come together, to unite together, no matter what color you are, no matter what religion you are, it doesn't matter. This tangible need and this offering to help brings you together. This is what humanity is about. You see, and just like CL said, he does the curb pickup all the time. We've all fallen into that. Why? Because they've made it this way for us. They've made it so easy, but listen to the message behind it. We don't want you connecting anymore. We want to keep you apart. We want to keep you in your car. We want you to do the self-checkout, because then you don't even have to look at the person checking you out or talk to the person checking you out. And it's so convenient. We want you just to order on Amazon. We don't want you to come together, because there's strength when we come together, and we really need each other. So we've got to see past the trick, right?
Yeah.
This is a trick. This is a lie designed to continue to divide us, to keep us apart so that we don't help each other, because we are stronger together. Humanity as a whole flourishes when we lock arms and come together. This is what Bless is about. And there's so much more to this app to make sure we're kept safe. I mean, all of these things that we've put in place and some new measures that we've taken, even in this new year, from different things that I've seen as we've begun to grow, that I would love to share if opportunity allows us tonight.
Absolutely. And of course, as you know, since I know the Bless app, I am skilled in how we're going to travel down and unpack this. But that is one thing that I did notice, that you've made some new improvements. A lot of people, oftentimes, we've talked about this on the show before, people bring up safety and concerns, etc. So I'm gonna let you speak to those. But before I do, I want everybody to know out there that I'm joined in the virtual studios by none other than the Chief Blesser. And she is my friend. She's been my friend for quite some time. She don't come around enough. And so I had to twist her arm to get her on the show some time ago. Tara Eusebi from California, and she is the founder and chief blesser of Bless. Now, one thing I wanted to tell you, Tara, I keep saying Tara. One thing that you said was convenience. And as she said that, ladies and gentlemen, I wrote down convenience versus covenant. See, when you find someone's need that you need to meet, or when you can just talk to someone in the grocery line, or when you can smile at someone in the store. See, convenience says hurry up, get in and get out. And that's where a lot of major retailers are going. You know, the one that I mentioned, they probably don't want to have human beings taking care of you in the store much longer. But then there's this element of covenant where we're going to connect on a different level besides just going in and going out. I've fallen into the trap. I'm deadly guilty of it because it was my purpose never to use the self-checkout. I always went to the cashiers because I'm like, I want to see how these folks' day is going. You know what I mean? I want to talk to them. And she said it. It is a clear trap of our current day that we're choosing convenience over covenant. And we got to be mindful of that. So with all the things that go into an app, I mean, how long did it take? You said you started formalizing this in 2018?
Yes, I started formalizing it. I left my corporate job in February of 2018 and hit the ground running. I think I took a week for vacation, recalibrate. I mean, I left corporate and was going to work from home. Like this was like, I had always worked somewhere. Right. So this was like, whoa, what's happening here? I had a planned vacation. I took the vacation, came back, hit the ground running, seeking the Lord for his download for what Bless was supposed to look like. What should it be? What do you want this to do? All of the things, because I have zero experience in any of it. The only thing I'm experienced in is having a heart to help people. And I personally don't even think I was that great at that, nor do I think I'm even still that great at that to be qualified to be, you know, chief blesser of Bless. But that was something the Lord put on my heart. Like, you're not the CEO, you are the chief blesser. And so I said, okay, I'll accept that title graciously, but then I need your grace to help me to actually fulfill this assignment. And so he's so faithful. So yeah, in 2018, started just seeking the Lord. I was getting up earlier than I ever had, you know, in prayer. I still do that to this day. Time before the Lord first. Yeah. I need that download. Heavenly Father, what is your plan today? What are those tactical steps for my day? And I told him from day one, I refuse to fill my calendar. I want only what you have planned for me, because it will be much more effective than anything that I decide to put on. And so he began to do his work and I began to do my work. And by March 25th, 2019, we launched the Bless app to the Apple app and the Google Play Store. So we're coming up on 4 years of having the app live, 4 years of building. And people are going to think, gosh, you're slow. I mean, maybe people think that, I don't know, but people are going to think, wow, how come it's not bigger by now? Well, because the Lord has given me instructions, and there's this foundation laying that you have to do. And there's this growing that you have to do as an individual to be ready and prepared for when the app does grow and become everything that I see on the inside. When that manifests on the outside, I have to be ready for that. And as much as I've tried to like push it ahead, I've had the Lord speak clearly. You know, you better listen because you are not ready. And so I have heard that. And as much, again, as I would like to be, okay, we're every house knows Bless and every house will know Bless. Yeah. But we're not there yet, but every house will. And as much as I'd like to be there, we are building for that moment. And I am confident in what the Lord has shown me. And I know with every fiber of my being that it will come to pass and manifest. It's interesting because we as entrepreneurs, we definitely look at analytics and statistics and data, et cetera. And I felt like the Lord gave me a message maybe last year. He said, listen, Chris, I don't want you to be concerned with being viral. I want you to be concerned with being valuable. And I feel and see what the pressures of society are saying, that if you do something and it's not a global, you know what I mean, in outer space viral thing, as soon as you do it, then it's not a success, and people have forgotten how things grow. And sometimes things grow in God's economy different than ours. So when you build the app and the app is available, tell us some of the workings of how it works and how people engage in it, and then tell us some of the features that you've put in there
relative to safety and making sure folks aren't compromised, et cetera?
Sure. So we built it simplistically with the thought of like anybody can get on Bless because we all have needs, every single one of us. One thing that I'm retraining humanity in, or that we are retraining humanity in, is this culture of that we're cultivating, reminding people that need doesn't make you needy, it makes you human. We all have them. So anybody can get on Bless and share a need. Anybody can get on Bless and offer help. And just recently, we've actually integrated a new feature where to kind of like slow people down, because the way social media has allowed us to jump on and just kind of, for a lack of a better term, puke all over everybody with whatever we're feeling at the moment or whatever we're needing or wanting to rant about, because society has been trained and allowed to do this. I found over a span of time late last year when I started running ads for Bless, and I was having so many people join in. I think 700 people downloaded the app in 1 month, CL. And I was sitting over here going, oh my God. And the Lord said, I thought you wanted 1 million users. And I'm going, hold on, I'm not even ready for this. You know what I mean? But what I learned through that is that people are so used to being able to just spew everything. We had to slow them down a little bit. So one of our best features of Bless, it's called Vouch for Me. And it's an accountability piece. It's a safety piece and it's an accountability piece, because our goal is not for you just to be able to share your needs and offer help. It's to really make every life better. And with that comes a process. It's not a GoFundMe. It's not a snap of a finger. Here, pay all my bills, fix my life. I've been so devastated and hurt. So I had to learn that. So what we've integrated in this latest update is before you can share a need or offer help, you need to have at least one person who is vouched for you. And then once you have a person vouch for you, that unlocks all the features of Bless, where you can share a need and you can offer help and you can create a group. And again, this is with that whole mission in mind of wanting to make every single life better. And if you are really wanting your life to be better, then you're gonna bend to the culture we're cultivating, where not only are you encouraged to share your needs, but you're also encouraged at the same time to give back. At the same time. So as soon as somebody shares a need, a pop-up will appear and encourage them. What do you have to give? Because we all have something to give. And so to see this working when people come on the app and they share their need, and then in the meets feed, you see they're offering a helping hand or a listening ear or someone to go on a walk with. It's getting their thinking changed. It's turning and changing the way that they think so that they can open their hearts to make their lives better. So these are some of the simple features. And then one more, just recently, we're prohibiting the sharing of needs for cash or money on Bless, because we don't want it to be a GoFundMe. We don't want it to be like that. This is a life change. This is to make your life better. And there's really so much on Bless. We would need way more than the time we have tonight to share it all. But those are some key things that we've done just recently.
Well, what I would do if I were you, ladies and gentlemen, my guest, Tara Eusebi, she is the chief founder and blesser at Bless. If I were you and you were watching or you're watching the replay, I would go and check it out for yourself. This is why we bring these amazing people on our platform. Bless-app.com. Again, bless-app.com. There are going to be people around the world one day that are going to meet in a celestial place that say, hey man, I used this app one time and you blessed me and it changed my life. And somebody will never know how that happened or what the magnitude of their blessing was. And I really love the piece that you talk about, because I have a lady coming on tomorrow night from, I believe, Texas, that their nonprofit gives away cars to single parents, right? But it's a process. That's what I love. You can't just say, hey, I need a car. Give me a Maserati.
Yeah.
No. She said that they have 1,000 people apply. And so there was a process to go through to get it. And she says that she wants people not only to just get a car, but use it to become productive and then help somebody else
Yes.
down the road. So that is, and you know what? That's the spirit of bless. So
Yes.
it's, and I love what you said there, because sometimes people, listen, everybody, if you've been living long enough, you've been down on your luck at one point or another, right? And we're sympathetic to that. But what we don't want to do is create a culture of meism and just give me. You know what I mean? That's not it. When you have a legitimate need and you express that, and someone is sensitive to that and meets that need, the next thing you should be looking for is, now how can I do the same thing?
Right.
Isn't that right, Tara?
That's exactly right. How can I do the same thing? How can I change someone else's life? And really having this heart to want your own life to be better and not remain enabled. Some people just want to stay in their current conditions. Right. And they don't want their life to be better. They don't want to give back. They don't want to stop being homeless. And this is not for you. Bless is not the place for you. It's only for people who genuinely want to make a turnaround. And so I love that you're having her on. She actually would be a perfect fit on Bless. Her organization, she could put it right into community resources on Bless. She could join the app. She could add her nonprofit, and then people in need of a vehicle in her community would have access to that organization, be able to go through whatever the process is. And it's just more exposure for them. And then plus they partner with Bless, and they can even promote Bless, because any nonprofit or for-profit organization that offers free services to their community can be added to community resources on Bless for free. You can do that through our website, or you can do it directly through the app. I need the help of all humanity to grow that community resources database. So the more people that know about Bless, use Bless, share it, repeat that process. Before you all know it, I'm telling you, we're taking over the world. People are going to come running. We're talking about no ads, no data collection.
Yes.
This is a pure platform for people. It's all humanity. This is not a money-making scheme. I make nothing from Bless. I pour my heart, my soul, and my finances into this app for the world. That's what this is about.
Well, you just left me speechless. Her name, she'll be joining tomorrow, and I'm gonna tag you and her together, and tell her, and I'm gonna tag her with this show. She is Cindy Whitman, and yeah, we were pre-interviewing her. It was just like, wow, this is really amazing, and I'm like, and Mike told me this, my co-host Mike, he said we got to find ways to do better at connecting our guests together, because this is all what it's about. Right. What I mean? It's about this whole collaboration and us working together to make this world a better place. And I'm just finding that, man, we're going to not be in the minority. We're going to be in the majority, And so if you want to be a part of it, if you want to be a part of this revolution that my dear friend, she is the general there at the headquarters of the revolution, just go to bless-app.com, bless-app.com, and you'll find out all the things that you need to do to be a part of what's going on with Bless. Now, let me tell you one other thing, because the music is playing, ladies and gentlemen, and that means C.L. King and Tara will soon have to part. But I want everybody to understand this, that since the last time Tara and I talked, the world has definitely changed, and it's changing rapidly every day. My wife and I were talking. I said, I felt like today, Martin Luther King Day, was rather muted. I went to a celebration today, but it just seems like it's just, okay, it's losing its vitality. And I'm just like, wait a minute, we better remember to keep that in the forefront, so we don't wind up repeating what Dr. King had a dream about, right? What he had to speak about. And when we talk about blessing, COVID caused us to all have to be sequestered in our home. If somebody sneezes now, you look at them like they got malaria. You know what I'm saying? We don't drink out of water hoses anymore. I mean, life has changed. But at the heart of our existence, I do believe it is for humanity to do good.
Mhm.
And so my dear sister, Tara Eusebi from California, has launched this powerful app 4 years in, no ads, a safe space for people to share a need and meet a need, to bless on purpose with purpose.
Yes.
And so what I would like for you to do is take the next 45 seconds and speak to our audience from your heart, whatever the Lord has put on your heart to say to our folks. I want you to just bless them because you're the chief blesser. Tara Eusebi from California, the floor is yours.
Thank you, CL. I just want to encourage everybody, bless is for you, whoever you are. Again, we all have needs. We all have something to give, and we need to keep this in mind. The world is really trying to pull us apart, trying to get us to turn inward where we think we have to do everything on our own, but we need each other. And that's what Bless is for. I mean, you could even create groups on Bless. It can be private for your church community, whatever, so that members can share needs with other members. You can offer help just to your church community. I'm telling you, this app is changing lives. It can change your life. It can change your community, and you will see it absolutely continue the mission to change the world one need at a time, uniting humanity and impacting generations through the power of Bless. That's what we do. That's what we're about. And we will not stop until we can say mission accomplished.
It's very, very powerful. Tara, you and I are probably close to the same age. I've never asked you how old you are, but our life is just a vapor. And while we're here, man, if it's one or a million in one, let us try to make a difference in a life. And that's what you're doing. Yeah, I'm not smart enough to even draw a stick man, let alone create a worldwide app. But you have rallied people. I've looked at the overseas connections that you have,
Yeah.
and we want to get behind this. So you have my commitment. I'm going to send you the link, and I want you to put yourself on the schedule of Impacting Life 24/7 every quarter. Okay.
Okay, sir. I will.
I want you to come back, because when you speak, sometimes people need to hear it 3 and 4 and 5 times, right?
This is true.
We always want to keep the needs of humanity before our people. And that's what this show is about. I get, you know how many people I have in the queue, Tara? I have probably 450 people in the queue.
Wow. I'm honored.
I cannot have 45 coaches a week on the show.
Yeah.
Everybody's a coach, everybody's a health, blah, 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 blah. And that's all good. But
right.
that's not our MO here at Impact Life 24/7. We bring those folks on from time to time, but really it's about folks that are making an impact. And this has impacted my heart. I know it's impacting others. So Tara Eusebi out there in California, one day I'm gonna get out there and we're gonna bless each other at a dinner somewhere. We'll take you out to dinner. But get connected with her at Bless. Let me make sure I get give us the website so I don't mess it up.
bless-app.com or bless-app.com. You can get the app on the Apple app and Google Play stores as well. You can go straight there, but go to the website. It's really cool. Gives you more information on all that we're doing.
And she breaks down in short videos, y'all, explains about her mission. She doesn't do them in 25-minute videos. She broke it down. That was really smart, Tara. I just wanted to tell you, I love that. And so Tara Eusebi, the chief blesser. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you next quarter here on Impacting Life 24/7. Okay.
Thank you, CL. It's been a privilege. Thank you.
We'll talk again soon. Okay. Bye-bye. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it. I successfully let her out the room without ending the show. And this is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is what our whole aura, the essence, the aroma of Impacting Life 24/7 is about. Notice she wasn't trying to sell something. I don't mind people coming on and I sell their books and their programs and their courses. I'm all down with all of it, because I hope people will do that for me when I come on their show. But the truth is that whether there's exchanging of money, man, there's got to be an exchanging of impact. And Tara Eusebi from California, the Bless app, Bless-app, right? Bless-app. She's impacting, she's changing the world one need at a time. So tomorrow night, we'll be right back here in the High Definition Studios with the lady who I told you about is giving away cars out there out west. And I'm going to hook her and Tara up, Cindy Whitman. And she's going to talk about how she has a nonprofit that gives away cars to single parents. What a great need meter. So again, tomorrow night at 7 p.m., it is Impacting Life full. We're back in full blown Monday night, Tuesday night, and Thursday night. Be sure to tune in, share this with somebody if you'd like to become a sponsor so that you can see this type of programming impacting lives all across the world. All you have to do is go to CL King Speaker, scroll down to the bottom and look at sponsor or donate. And our sponsorship levels are very, very, very minimal. But we know that some may give $1, some may give $5, others give $15, but those add up to help us do what we do. And you say, what all do we do? You just got to follow the movement. Our prison movement, our youth movement, our online movement. These things take time and they take money. And so we thank all of our sponsors who are sponsoring. And if you'd like to become one, go to clkingspeaker.com. Until tomorrow night, it's been your host, CL King. God bless you.